And welcome to the tour of the galaxy. We are getting pretty close to the end of the tour now. Let's show the map. I'll just get the map ready. Right, so we are very close to the tip over here. This is not quite the end of the tour of the galaxy. We've still got to go and visit that fleet carrier and these two over here in this sector before the end of the tour. But this is the sort of the last destination of the tour, and it will be all 4 spiral arms completed hopefully by the end of this stream. Right, so let's open up the Elite Dangerous Astrometrics map so we can show you in a little bit more detail where we are. Right, so I'm heading to these 2 stars here, which hopefully show up on stream. Yeah, so these 2 stars here. I'm not 100% sure where I am at the moment. I'm somewhere around there. I'm getting to the point now where I can't plot a route because the stars are too far apart. So I suspect I may actually be over there somewhere or over here. But yeah, that's where we are. So let's go into the game now, and let's look at the galaxy map. Right, okay, just moving some joysticks around. Yeah, so let's look at the galaxy map. All right, I've got two jumps, which I think are probably the last 2 jumps I can do before I can't get any further. So let's just check we are where we're supposed to be. Right, so I know that the tip of the galaxy is in the sector Dry Arrow Ferula or Dry Pre, and we're not right. So again, going by the names of these stars, we are right. We're not quite there yet. We need to go this way a little bit more. Right. So can we navigate far in that direction? So let's see if we can actually work out where the tip of the galaxy is. So I'm having a pretty hard job seeing the stars on this map myself. So I imagine it's going to be a little bit harder for you, but I'm still seeing stars there. Right, so that is right. I'm presuming that the tip of the galaxy is going to be pretty much close to 0 on the z-axis. So all right, so there's a star there. Right, I can't see anything north of those. So that's what we're looking for. We're basically looking for the furthest north star. Oh no, there's one. So is that one there? Yep. There's one too. There's one. So is that one there? No, that is just right. That down there, I think, is a galaxy. Right, okay, so there are supposed to be two, oh, just a minute, there's one there. And there's another one here, so it might be these two. One is, I think one's above the galactic plane and one's below it. Right, so yeah, I think some of the things here. Right, let's change the view, see if that shows us any better. So let's go to realistic. So again, it's not showing us much more details. But I think this is it. I think it's these two here. So we know there are two near each other at the very tip. That's what we see in the other map. Right, so let's just go along a bit more. Right, so that thing there isn't moving, so that is probably another galaxy somewhere outside the solar system. Right, let's get a name of that one before we go any further. Right, so that's location is right. So so that is so right. So this is the north number. So that's at 21,200, which is presumably this corner. So that is just a little bit less than that. So that's 22, 20, 21, 2. So that's not. Right, this is 100. So that is 100. So there, that's 21,275. 21,275. Right, where was the other one? Right, there it is. It's not always. All right, so that one is this side of that line. So that one is not quite as far north. So this one is actually the furthest one along the spiral arm. Let's just go back a little bit. So yeah, we're seeing quite a few stars there. So all right, so according to the map, there were. Yeah, so let's show the other map again. Right, so according to this map, there's two at the tip, which are the ones I think I've just noticed. There's these two here, and then there should be a row of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a little bit further back. So does that correspond with what we see in the game? So we've got these two here. Then there's that one there, and there should be another one. Yeah, and then that one there. A bit further back, and then a bit further back than that, there should be one. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that is the star we're heading for now. So yeah, it is that one there. We will go to this one as well. It's actually that's looking to be the other side of the line now, because it's, yeah. So we'll go to both of those. They're at different heights. Let's just get them on the. Yeah, so that one's at about 70, so 73, 74. And this one here, let's get that on the, actually that one looks like it's more like 75. So I think probably that one is the tip. But we'll go to both anyway, just to make sure. Right, okay, so let me copy the name of this one too. Well, they both came across as the same name. Right, where's the other one gone? There it is. Oh no, they're not the same name. It's just they just end. Actually, no, they are. Right, so that is FFR4. That was EFR4. Oh, yeah, they have consecutive, or nearly consecutive names. Right, so now we know where we're heading to. Let's see where we are and what the best route is to get there. So I think we're going to have to go a little bit that side. So right, so that's down a little bit. Right, can we plot a route to that one? Yes, we can. I'd say it's a lot of jumps though. And that one there is actually a better destination. Right, so let's go to that one. And then we'll see what's best from there. Right, so I'm sorry I've been ignoring your chat. Let me just have a look at that, see if anyone's joined me on stream. Right, okay, let's go.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Warning.
Yeah, so we'll just tune the scanner for earth lights and then head off into the next system. Going to try and remember not to fully refuel.
Warning, taking heat damage.
This is a big star, it's taking a long time to fly around it.
Internal damage.
Yeah, so we've got to do 5 jumps. So after the next 2 jumps, I will avoid refueling to lower the fuel in the fuel tanks and increase our jump range a bit. That will hopefully mean we'll need to do less frameshift drive injection to get where we're going to.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Alright, 22 bodies in this system. Alright, so the next system we will avoid refueling.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Alright, so yeah, pull up before we refuel. Still scan the system.
Fuel scoping.
Oh,
Fuel
it's
scope
not
disengaged.
enough. Yeah, there's nothing in the system that we want to go and look at. Line up on the next target. And again, we want to get the fuel down to
Fuel scope
about the first S in mass,
frameshift drive charging.
and then just refuel up to that level. After that, that gives us an extra, I don't know, 3 or 4 light years jump range. And if we're using frameshift drive injection, that could be boosted to an extra 6 light years in jump range.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scope disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, so we can see there the blue bar is going to take us down to the just about between the 2 S's in mass. So that means, yeah, I'll try and keep it around that level, so that if we do jump to a star and it's a dead end and we can't refuel there, we can jump back. Actually, we've got another star to do, but it's only 42 light years away, which means, yeah, that will take us perfectly to the first S in mass. So that'll be about perfect. Right, hopefully, just the The extra range in fuel loss will give us the range that we need to get to the next star, because it wasn't showing us any plottable routes beyond that, but it may be that we're closer now. We will get some extra distance. Right, so again, avoid refueling. We will be refueling at the next star, but we have to plot a route again now.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, so that's where we are. Let's plot a route for where we're heading to. Just make sure we're heading in the right direction. We won't be able to actually plot a route. Oh no, that's the distance. This is the name of the star. Right, so still 900 light years to go. But we now know which distance, which direction we're heading in. Right, so right, that takes us the right way. So I'll go to there, and then there's another one. All right, so let's plot a route to there. That's 3 jumps. It didn't do that again. Yeah, these lines on the map are jumps we can do fully fueled. When the lines stop, that means you're going to need to use frame shift drive injection to get a bit of extra range, or take a very long route round.
Frame shift drive charging.
Right, so 3 jumps. So we'll try and keep it low fuel, but we will need to do a bit of fuel scooping. Or we'll try and fuel scoop up to the up to between the S's in mass.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, trying to fuel scoop to a certain amount is a bit of a black art. One of the things I wish they would add is a way of dumping fuel, so you can actually increase your jump range. But yeah, the only way of dumping fuel is to either just fly in the same direction until your fuel's dropped to the right level, or jump backwards and forwards between a few stars to reduce your fuel.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frame shift drive charging.
Just fully refueled, which is not what I wanted to do, or nearly fully. Right. So where to next? Let's make sure we're heading in the right direction again. So we're heading basically northeast. Where have we gone? There we are. It's nearly northeast. Right, so where can we go? There is a star over here. How far is that? That is 120 light years. That's in the right direction. There's one here as well. That's 87 light years. So where are we in the galactic plane? We want to be, yes. So right. So I think. How about that one? How far's that one? 103. That is all right. That's the best bet, I think. So we don't want to plot a route. We just want to set that as our destination. So it's 103 light years. So we're now going to have to do frame shift drive injection. So if you're not familiar with that, you need to go to your inventory, down to synthesis and FSD injection. Now actually let's check what our current jump range is. So to do that we need to go to ship and analytics. So current jump range is 78. We need to get that up to 103. So say 104. So 104 divided by 78.17 equals what is that? So that's not right. 103 divided by 78. Right, so it's more than that's 1.3 times. So it's more than 25 times. So basic in frame shift drive injection gives you an extra 25%. So we're going to need to go up to standard, which is 50%. It costs you a little bit more in materials, so it's going to cost me on cadmium and one germanium more, but that's what we're going to need to go. So we'll put that in. So it's now generating or doing the injection. The further the jump increase, the longer it takes to generate the injection. Right, so that has now brought our ship jump range up to 117 light years. So we can now jump the 104 light years to our destination.
Frame shift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, I will avoid fuel scooping again. Scan the system, there's 3 stars, nothing else. Right, so back to the galaxy map and look for our next destination. We have a line. So we can do a jump without frameshift drive injection, so we will do that. It's heading in the right direction. Now I've been going in the same direction. We can see roughly which way we're heading. So yeah, let's jump to that one. That's closer. So we can do that without. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on whether this system you're jumping to has got a fuel star or not. So again, here we can see it's the primary star. Doesn't matter so much at the moment, but if we're down to our last jump's worth of fuel, and you're jumping to a planet where you can't refuel, yeah, you might be stuck there, might not be able to get back. Not a planet, a star. Right, so again, we'll avoid refueling. Looks like this system's been visited before.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And no planets we want to go and scan. So back to the galaxy map. And see if we can see any more stars in the direction we want to head. Alright, so there's one there, there's one over here. That's probably too far away. We can just reach it to that one with can we? If double, we could probably just about get to that one with double. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to go for double, and then there's a keep getting little blue specks, which are the actual numbers for from the grid. They look just like there's a planet on there. Right, well, can we do 166.66 light years in one jump? Let's just set it to our destination. So it looks like we can get to that star once, if we can get to this one. So, right, let's see if we can get that far. Right, so the ship, our current jump range is 79.93 times 2 is 159, so we can't jump that far in one go. Even if we were fully fueled, I mean, I'm fully unfueled, we'd still be about 3 light years short. So we're going to have to find a different way around. Right, so I think we're going to have to go back where we just came from, which is a free jump, and then to one of these other stars over here. Right, so that what's that one there? Oh, that's 100. All right, is that closer to where we want to go to? Is a little bit closer, but from there we could get to here, and then we could definitely get to there. Right, so this one is our destination at 100 light years. So it's 100.81. Let's go back to the just so that's our destination. So that is where is it? Yeah, galaxy is and the sky is very dark here. Yeah, so it's 101 light years. 79.94 times 2.5. Right, so basic frame shift drive would leave us 2 light years short, so we're going to have to go for a frame shift drive injection, so we'll have to go for standard again. Welcome to the stream. If you've just joined me, we are heading towards the tip of the spiral arm where there are very few stars, so I'm having to use frame shift drive injection to get me a little bit further. So that should get us to there now.
Frame shift drive charging.
Notice even though we're doing 100 light years, the fuel that's being taken up has been reduced. That's because we now have a maximum range of about 117, and so we're not actually using a full jumps full of fuel. So with the frame shift drive, what the limiting factor is how much fuel you can use per jump. And what frame shift drive injection does is it allows you to jump further for that amount of fuel. Right, so we just refueled up to a little bit too far actually, but that shouldn't be too bad because the next star I don't think it's too far. Right, so that was a sideways jump, so we are still trying to get right, so where's that next star? It should be somewhere. Is it a bit further down? Yeah, I think that's it there. So that's 145 light years. 103 again. So let's go for that one. Because again, materials are cheaper, and I could possibly. Actually, I think I saw. Did I see one in between there, or was that another? Yeah, so we'll go for that one. And then hopefully we'll be able to start making progress again without frame shift drive injection. Right, so we're going to need to go for standard again.
Frame shift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah, just about the right amount of refuel in there. Right, so let's put the destination in again and see which way we want to go. Right, so that's now 600 light years away, which is normally would just be a couple of jumps, but this could be a little bit trickier than that. Right, so we have got a few stars we can do jumps to. So let's go to that one there. That's 2 jumps closer. Without having to use frameshift drive injection. There are some areas in the middle of the galaxy as well, between spiral arms, where the stars are so far apart you have to use frameshift drive injection as well. And we'll probably experience some of that on the way to the final sector of the tour of the galaxy.
Frameshift drive charging.
So again, checking that we can refuel at that star, because we've not got enough fuel to jump back if we haven't.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Do a little bit of refueling.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
Okay, that's about the right amount.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Nothing in the system, just some stars. Actually, I think the next one's already plotted in, so we just jump again.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
So again, minimal refueling.
Fuel scoping.
Now, the first time I came to the edge of the galaxy, this minimum refueling thing wasn't really a thing. The reason is, back then, a lot of the stars around the edge of the galaxy
Fuel scope.
weren't fuel stars, which meant you had to carry as much fuel as possible. Right, so again, we're going sideways to the galaxy, so theoretically it should now either be in front of us or behind us in the direction we want to go. So let's park it there and now set the new star. Right, so all the stars from here are going backwards. So let's see what options we have. So it's still 500 light years away. Right, okay. Right, so we could get to here. How many jumps is that? There's probably a lot of jumps going backwards. Oh, it's just 3 jumps. Oh, that's right. Okay. Right. So so that last jump was a mistake. But if we go back, we can get there, which is a bit closer, in 3 jumps, and then we can decide whether we want to go to that one and jump to there, or possibly jump directly to here. Right. So we're going back where we just came from now.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hi, Inus, I can never remember how to pronounce your name. Inazuk. I'm getting pretty close to the tip of the spiral arm now. So the stars are getting further and further apart between them. So we're having to use frameshift drive injection to get us that last little bit over. Again, having to zig and zag around a little bit as well to try and reduce the number of frameshift drive injections we have to do. So I've actually just come from this star.
Frameshift drive
So just came back to it, so I can now do a jump to 2 different stars, which gets us a little bit closer to the tip of the spiral arm. Once I've reached the tip of the spiral arm, that means I have travelled the full length of all 4 spiral arms in the galaxy.
Engage.
So yeah, when I jump, I'm doing minimum refueling, trying to keep the fuel in the tanks to just enough to do a jump. And
Fuel scooping.
we can see there the blue section in the fuel meter is what it takes to do the next jump. So if I try and keep that down to, that's probably a little bit too much. But yeah, just enough to get there and possibly get back if we need to. So the next system has a fuel star, so we don't need to worry about getting back. Yeah, if I accidentally jumped to a star and used up all of the fuel and that star is not scoopable, I'll be either calling the fuel rats out or running out of fuel and ending up back on the fleet carrier where I was probably the last time you watched the stream. Yeah. So I try and refuel so that the fuel gauge is between the 2 S's in mass. There's a little bit too much there. Right. Only 3 bodies in the system, no planets. So let's plot the route. So I think I'm going to have to use frame shift drive. Oh no, there's a star over there. Don't know how many jumps it is to get to it, but I should be able to get to that. Oh, that's a long route to get to it. Right, there's another one over here which you can also get to by doing a long route. So that one's 5 jumps. How many is this one? That one's just 4 jumps. Right, so they are both closer to the destination. Let's just put the destination and see which one of those is the closest one. Yeah, so it looks like it's the 4 jump. The 4 jump one is the closest one. So yeah, let's go there and then we'll see what to do when we get there. I'm not seeing any stars in the right direction from there. There's that one there, that's probably going to be too far. And there's that one there, which could be a stepping stone to that one. Right, okay, let's head off towards this one. 4 jumps. Yeah, so that's 4 jumps to get what would normally be just 2, but because there's not so many stars, we're having to go a long way around to get there.
Frame shift drive charging.
Yes, again, fuel capacity. When I first built this ship, I did put an extra fuel tank in it. But that extra fuel tank drops the jump range. And when you're in the areas like this where you need extra jump range, having the extra fuel tank doesn't really help. So I actually got rid of the extra fuel tank. It does limit me to about a 5 jump before refueling, which may slow you down a little bit. I suppose if you're doing the Neutron Star Super Highway, you could go more jumps before having to refuel. But yeah, for long distance, I don't think having the extra capacity helps. Actually, I can't remember what the capacity is in this. I think it's just the standard fuel tank size, which I think might be 64 tons.
Fuel scoping.
Yeah, so again, refuel just a little bit. Actually, the next jump's not far, so that's probably going to be enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier in the stream, when the first time I went to the edge of the galaxy, a majority of the stars around the edge were not fuelable, and so having a bigger fuel tank would have been an advantage then, because there were there were a lot of dead ends you could go down. So you could probably do 3 or 4 jumps around the edge of the galaxy without hitting a fuel star. But it seems that I think they've either removed all the non-fuelable stars around the edge of the galaxy, or they've just made them fuelable.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which I think is a little bit of a cheat, because I'm pretty sure in reality the stars around the edge of the galaxy will probably have less mass, which means they won't be fuel stars.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right, so I'm going to need to do a bit of refueling on this one. I've actually turned off on the route plotter all the non-fuelable stars. But I don't think, even if I turn it on, I don't think that would actually add many around here. Right, so that was a bit too much fuel.
Scoop disengaged.
Right, okay. So, where are we heading to now? Right, so we want to be going in that direction. Right, and right, I can't see anything in that direction. The nearest one I can see is there, which will then get us to that one, which is in the right direction. Right, that one's 81 light years away. So we can do that with basic fuel injection. So let's do that one. And it looks like we could actually get to there. Actually, we can get to that one. How many jumps is it to get to that one? It's 4. All right, so we can get to that one without using any fuel injection. So let's go there. So there's 2 stars here. I've gone into realistic mode. I'm normally in map mode, and I normally use this one. But realistic mode, I think shows up stars a little bit better than this mode. Right, okay, let's go there. That's another 4 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, so we can refuel at the next star, so we're okay there.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
So just do a little bit of refueling here. That's probably enough.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, nothing in the system.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Alright, so okay, we don't need to refuel here, it's only a short jump anyway.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, so I think I'm not sure. I don't think this is the destination star. I think we've got another one after this. Oh no, this is the destination star. All right, so we don't need to refuel. We've got enough fuel there. But we do need to plot a route. So oh, we have some water worlds. Let's scan the system. Not scanned any systems yet today. So there's one water world. Ah, notable stellar phenomenon. Alright, we'll go and visit that. It looks like there's another one as well. Wasn't expecting to find anything in this stream. I was just expecting to be being very careful about jumping between places. So that's the water world. Nothing on there. Secondary star. Nothing on there. To biology. Oh, so something to go and visit as well. So take a note of that. That was B7A. Again, if it's a massive distance, I won't do it in this stream. That's not what this stream's about. So B7A. That's 2. Nothing there. I think I'm now like 2 plants away from my target. No, 5 plants away from my target. So one more planet and one more notable stellar phenomenon.
Scan complete.
There it is. Right, so I think the notable stellar phenomenon are closer. Yeah, 1,000 years. So, right. So it's 300. So I'll skip the planet with biology on it. It's 300 thousand light seconds away, and that's going to take 20 minutes to get there. But we will go and see the notable stellar phenomenon. So most of what I found in this sector in notable stellar phenomenon have been ice crystals or spiky buoys, silicate crystals, and cone things, which I can't remember what they're called. Something pods, I think. Oh, a bit too fast there. I'm going to overshoot. I've still only ever found one Lagrange cloud. They normally happen at notable stellar phenomenon, but I found one pretty close to Sagittarius A when I was there. But I was specifically looking for Lagrange clouds, and there were 3 locations where they were supposed to be, and I checked them all out, but I only actually ever found one. Right, so we've got spiky buoys. Have we got anything else? Alright, I can see a few little things there. Is that just a long way away, or is it actually something small? Yeah, all this side of the galaxy is full of notable stellar phenomenon. Not so much this sector, but the 2 sectors north of here are the most densely populated notable stellar phenomenon areas. So I think there is some smaller stuff here as well. So we'll go and scan a spiky buoy, and then we're going to see what these other smaller things are. I think they are the pods. Alright, don't want to hit one of those. Definitely not at speed. Let's go back and scan it. I will take a screenshot as well, because it's probably the most spectacular thing we'll see today. Did we? Yeah, we got the codex entry. And where are those small things? Well, that looks like a group of pods. So we'll go and take a screenshot near that. And these pods are nearly as big as an anaconda, which shows you how big the spiky boys are. Oh, I saw that sparkliness. That's just interacting with the hood, isn't it? That is strange. All right, let's go into camera view. Oh, camera view, and try and get a good screenshot. I don't want to knock that away, I want that in a screenshot. Alright, let's get rid of the... I'm not quite sure how to get that sparkly effect to happen. It seems to happen when the thrusters are on. So let's try and get that to happen again. Yeah, there we go. With the thrusters, it sparkles. There we go. I think that's the screenshot taken. Actually, no, I'm not sure if I... Let's go back a little bit. Alright, that would do. Right, I'll just save the screenshot. Alright, okay, I haven't got a clue what happened there. But it took the screenshot of the wrong screen. It took a screenshot of Twitch rather than. Let's line that up again. Right, where's that pod gone? Did I hit it? Right, there it is. It's over there. It's back a bit. Getting those sparkles to work doesn't. It's happening sometimes. It's really hard to get that when I want it. Right, that will do again. Yeah, that's got it this time. So where are we? Come out of there. Go to the galaxy map. Actually, we'll go to the system map. It's the same. We're at the star, so it's the same. Right, okay, there's a screenshot. Right, let's go to the other notable stellar phenomenon now. So we'll plot that on the map.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hi, Lay Midget. Sorry, no, I'm not interested in promoting the channel. This isn't a monetized channel anyway, so I'm only interested in having viewers who want to view. Unless I'm assuming you mean the screenshot being the wrong window. Yeah, when I take the screenshots, I just press print screen and then copy that into Paint. That way, when I save it, it's already in as a PNG, so I don't have to convert it. I was watching Laughing Crow's stream last week, and apparently there is a plugin that will do that for you. I mean, Elite's got a screenshot button built in. If you press F10, it will take a screenshot, but it will save it as a BMP, which is no good for the internet, and you don't have to go through and manually convert them all into an internet format. BMPs are higher quality, I think, but they're also bigger files as well. Don't know how many screenshots I've uploaded to the map. It's got to be getting on for 1,000, I should think now. Hopefully we can stop here without overshooting. No, I think we're going to overshoot. Oh, no, I just made it. Oh, a much bigger cloud. Spiky boys again. Yeah, I don't think a BMP has much compression on it at all. Yeah, when I did the first tour of the Galaxy, I just pressed the print screen button. Actually, the reason I stopped doing it was because every time I pressed the print screen button with my old graphics card, it crashed. Or it didn't. It basically just stopped working. So yeah, there was a period where it wasn't working at all. So I started just using Paint. I mean, it only takes a couple of seconds to open that up and save it. Also, then it means I don't have to search for it and edit the name, because I like to save all the screenshots with the name of the planet or system that they're in. And putting it through Paint takes very little time, so I think that's probably the quickest option. Right, so I think we've got a few pods here as well, although they may just be sections of shards. Right, try and stop as close as we can so we can scan it without being spiked by one of those. I'm not close enough yet to scan it. Yeah, that's done. So that's another Lidigoti. I haven't got a. How do you pronounce that? Lidigoticum. Lidigoticum. I haven't got a clue. Right, let's go to night vision and see if we can see any smaller bits. I don't think I'll take a screenshot here. You see, this is a bit of ice forming on the windows there. If you get really close to these, it drops your temperature. So even though you're in a vacuum, the ship must now be touching something that is. So there must be some kind of atmosphere out there which is colder than, or yeah, it absorbs heat more than a vacuum does. So if I pull away a little bit, you see my temperature at the moment it's at 0%. As I get a bit, I think I might be going into another one. Am I reversing into one? Yeah, so my temperature's beginning to increase. It's normally at about 30, but yeah, when you get close to those, it does cool you down. So I mean, again, that should theoretically mean you could use those for stealth. Right, okay, that's everything in this system we wanted to look at. I'll just jump into frameshift drive, get away from these, and then we'll plot a route to the next system.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Right, so I need to reacquire the name of the system we're going to. Otherwise, we may end up coming back where we've just saved the screenshot from. Right, so that's 400 light years now, so we're getting closer. Right, so what's in that direction? Right, so that one's in that direction, and we can plot a route to there. And how many jumps is that? That's 5 jumps. 5 jumps for 87 light years. I'm just going to use frameshift drive injection for that one, so let's just plot that as our destination. So we can get that with just basic. Basic injection.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to balance time to get there with how many, how much frameshift drive injection you have. But I was pretty much fully stocked on minerals, so I should have plenty to get me back to the bubble.
Fuel scooping.
All right, what's in this system? All right, so again, we'll put that just to the left of Earth-like worlds, and then look at the map. All right, so that's in the right direction, so we can get there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, I should be getting pretty close now. Just a little bit of fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping.
Right, so only one body in the system. Right, so all right, we can get over there, which I think is probably closer than that one, without using. Let's see where we're going again. Yeah, so I think that one is the closest. So we'll go to there, and then we'll reassess. We may need to go to that third one.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, so
Fuel scooping.
this system has been visited before. 6 bodies.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Probably not enough fuel scooping, but we can get where we're going, and we can fuel scoop there. That's going to leave us really on the dregs of fuel.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Did you catch the Elite Dangerous official stream earlier from the Frontier team? I just caught the end of it, where they had a video preview of update 15, which didn't seem to show anything at all. So I'll go back later and watch that, see what information they've released about update 15. But it was basically just some
Fuel scooping.
pretty space shots. It didn't show anything about gameplay. And this update 15 is all about visuals. And there's no actual gameplay improvements in it.
Fuel scoop
Right,
disengaged.
okay. Let's see where to go next. So we can jump to there for free. That's 150 light years, which we could just about do. And there's a star here, so we could probably get from that one to that one to that one using less frameshift drive injection. Oh, I think that is actually our destination, that one there. Yes, it is. Right, well, let's go to this one first. And then we could probably get to there without using a very expensive double your distance frameshift drive and frameshift injection.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, so just a little bit of fuel scooping here.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, so we've got water worlds again. I think there are more notable stellar phenomenon here as well. So yeah, this sector seems to be quite similar to the two sectors north of here that are in the other spiral arm, where if you find a system that has water world, it's a very high chance there'll be a notable stellar phenomenon in it as well. Alright, I haven't been checking to see if these have biological features. I will do that from now on. Alright, so still quite a lot of stuff to find. Most of it seems to be around planet B. Oh, sorry, star B. One biology there. If that's a long way, I'm definitely not going for there. And that was B3A. Just take a note of that in case. B3A. 1. There's one there as well, so that's B6A. B6A. 1. Right, so I think that's all the planets around the second star. There's the other water world. Oh, I don't see too many of those. High metal world content. Right, so that was an asteroid cluster. It wasn't notable stellar phenomenon. And star B is 500,000 light seconds away. So I will ignore those two planets and we'll just plot a route to the next star, which is that one there. So we can do that with basic frameshift drive injection.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, so you watch some of the stream.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, I'll watch. I'll watch it again later. I actually forgot it was Thursday today. I thought swinging it was Wednesday, which is why I didn't tune in. So I didn't get the Twitch drops. Hopefully they'll be running the Twitch drops next week or next time with the same ones. But we'll have to see. Right, so don't want to refuel too much. That's probably too much.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, so nothing in this system. Right, so the next star is our destination. Right, so it's still 114 light years, so I think we'll probably have to do. I'll have to check. I'm not sure if we can do that in one with basic injection. So what's our current jump range? So 78.94 times 1.25 is 98. So yeah, we're going to have to go for that. It was over 100 light years, wasn't it? 114. Yeah, so standard will give us 118. So let's go for standard frameshift drive injection. Okay, so a couple of other people have joined. Yeah, we are touring the galaxy, and this next star that we are jumping to is the tip of the spiral arm, which is the easternmost point of the galaxy. And this will be this jump will basically be the completion of the tour. Although I've still got to go back home and visit two more fleet carriers in a deep space support array. One more sector of the galaxy. But yeah, I set out to travel the full length of each spiral arm from its tip to the center of the galaxy, and this jump will complete that.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright, so looks like we've got 3 stars in the system. 23 bodies, so I'm surprised nothing showed up there. I imagine somebody's been here before. I don't want to refuel too much. Again, that's probably too much. Right, let's see what we have. Right, if nobody's actually been here before, I think I'll probably just go and put my name on all the planets. But I suspect this has been visited regularly before. Yeah, so it's been visited and then mapped. So it's been visited at least 2 times by 2 different people. Right, where are the rest of the planets? There does seem to be 2 stars on the other side of that planet, so they may all be on the smaller stars the other side of there. Right, let's just go and fly around that big one. I didn't expect it to be have 4 stars. I was expecting a smaller system, or at least a lighter system. Right, so what have we got? I was looking to see how many people have been there before. To biology. Okay, we'll go there. Even if it's a long way, we'll go there. So that is planet D4A. It's got 2 biology on it. And nothing there. Nothing there. Right, so that's D. Let's see what C's like. Nothing there.
System
Right.
scan complete.
Right, so it's just that one planet to go and visit. It is a long way away, so yeah, let's head off in that direction. And that's going to take 10 minutes to get there. Let's do a recap of the tour of the galaxy while we're on the way over there. Right, okay, so let me get the map back up. Right, okay, so yeah, so here's the map. So I set off from Sol. Actually, I can't remember. When did I set off? One of these will actually tell me. That's the ship build. That's the first tour of the galaxy that I did. That's a link to the notice board. So is it this one here? Yeah. So the 21st of the 7th, 3307. So we're now in 3308, I believe. So yeah, so that's when I set off. So I set off from Sol. I went straight to this fleet carrier here. I've got a few screenshots of a few things I scanned on the way. Yeah, this was the old graphics cards, and well, the settings the screenshots aren't too bad. I probably had to turn the settings down a little bit. Yeah, so I went off to this fleet carrier. So then followed the fleet carriers in a deep space support array around. So I went here, which is the southernmost star in the galaxy. Southernmost means, well, the centre of the galaxy is directly north of Sol, and so it is if you draw a line the other way and then go along there, so that is the southernmost star in the galaxy. So I followed that around. Again, if you're watching on Twitch, you can get to this map from Twitch. It's one in the About section, and you can stop at all of these. So I didn't actually start streaming until somewhere around here, I think. So I think it probably is that a stream? Yeah, so that's a link to a stream. So yeah, so it was around there that I started streaming. Yeah, so followed that around, following the spiral arm. When I got to this fleet carrier here, at this point, this was before fleet carriers had Vista Genomics, so I hadn't sold any data when I got to this fleet carrier here. When I landed on this fleet carrier and took, I think it was that screenshot there. It then decided this was obstructing a landing pad, and that fleet carrier open fired on me, and I lost all of the data for the most of the data for the first spiral arm. So yeah, after that I was very careful when taking screenshots on fleet carriers, and I carried on the rest. Got to the centre of the galaxy. Here there's a space station near the centre of the galaxy. Yeah, so yeah, I sold my data there. So that was the first time I'd actually sold plant data, and that was just for this little stretch. I then carried on straight through the centre of the galaxy, out the other side, around back here, not visiting Sol when I came through this sector, but I did stop here. There is so I think that is my elite status, my exploration elite status going up to 1 star, and it's a yeah, Morgan's Rock is the asteroid space station on the way to Sagittarius A. So yeah, I followed this around all the way up. Sorry, missed that. Yeah, so it's around here, all the way up here. Here I took a picture which got me. Where is it? Yeah, took this picture. That got me my got into Stellar Screenshots, so that got me a Stellar Screenshots paint job. And there's a video there as well of the live stream where they announced the winners. So followed that around all the way up to Beagle Point. I also went to the Beagle Point is the last one you can get to without engineering, but there is one star system that is further away than Beagle Point, where you can yeah, it's just a little bit further away from Sol than Beagle Point. Again, you can click on any of these and that will take you to the YouTube video for that stream. I then went onto the tip of this spiral arm. Again, there's a YouTube video when I reached that tip. From there, I basically hot-footed it. I wasn't doing as much scanning as normal, but I went to this fleet carrier here just to complete all the fleet carriers in that spiral arm. I then went straight line from there to this, the tip of this spiral arm, where again I sort of started the official tour. I then went up to here, to that fleet carrier, and then over to here, which is the westernmost point of the galaxy. This was the destination for Distant Worlds 2, I think it was. So yeah, I went to the same star that was the westernmost point of the galaxy. Followed the spiral arm in all the way to Colonia. Now it was somewhere around here when I started finding fleet carriers with Vista Genomics, so I could actually sell the data. So from that point on, I was selling the data regularly. So I got to Colonia. I spent 2 months at Colonia, where I collected all the Colonia engineers and skilled up in my mercenary rank to get to mercenary rank elite. I then, after that, I went into the center of the galaxy again. It's one of these ones around here. There was one where I found, yeah, so that's the only Lagrange cloud that I've ever managed to find. I did find a list of them, and I went to several. One there. There was supposed to be another one somewhere around here, but none of those had I couldn't actually find a Lagrange cloud there. Yeah, so I went to Sagittarius A again, and then out the other side to this fleet carrier. Now, it was around this time that Frontier announced that they were going to be changing the price of exploration data. So when I got to that fleet carrier, I didn't sell my exploration data because I knew the prices were going to go up. When I got to here, I think it was that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that one. I sold my exploration data. Yes, so again, there's a picture of me in a bar on the fleet carrier there. Yeah, so I sold my exploration data. That took me from just below elite. So at that point I was about 90% of the way to get an elite in xenobiology. Selling my data here got me from just below elite to elite 3-star, very close to elite 4-star. By the time I got here, or possibly, yeah, it was here. That fleet carrier wasn't in existence when I got to that point, so I didn't go to that one. But when I got here, might have been the next one. I sold my data again. That's where I got. Is it this one? I should have a picture of me, whichever one it was. Yeah. Anyway, that got me up to elite 5-star in xenobiology. So I don't know. I should have a picture of that. I did do a long stream around there because that's when I had the prices, and I did a full breakdown of all the prices. So one of these videos. So there was actually a video when I did it. So which one is it? Is it that one? No, might be. No, could possibly be that one there. No. Anyway, I did a video breakdown of the price of all the different plants. Anyway, it was about that point that I jumped onto the neutron star superhighway to hotfoot it back to the bubble for the beginning of the Fargoid War. So yeah, so to this point it took me. I arrived at Colonia at the 1 year anniversary, so that was July the 17th last year. And yeah, so I then hot-footed it around to here on the neutron star superhighway. So I did a lot of jumping, and there's far fewer screenshots because I wasn't stopping in anywhere near as many systems. So yeah, I got round to here from here. That took about 2 weeks. So I stopped here and at the beta site, and from there I headed back to the bubble. So this was around Christmas time. I then spent 2 months in the bubble doing Fargoid War stuff. There then became loads of bugs with the Fargoid War. The power-up missions, which is what I was hoping to do, they are out of 11 missions, sort of only 3 or 4 of them are completable because the rest were already powered up. So yeah, I took a rest. When I got fed up with the bugs, I headed back out on the tour of the galaxy. So yeah, so that was when was that? That was about a month ago. And since then, I've been not on the neutron star superhighway. I've been doing it the old-fashioned way. That has brought us around to here. I haven't put the screenshots on for this leg of the galaxy yet. I will do that soon. And we went to the easternmost point in the galaxy, which was somewhere over here. And we are now at the tip of the galaxy, which I discovered after doing this map isn't here, but it's over here. So we're actually somewhere over there. And yeah, my next destination will be this fleet carrier to sell off any data, and then I will hotfoot it on, assuming I have got to my goal of 1,000 plants scanned, which I am 5 plants away from, or be 3 plants away from after this planet, which we're getting close to now. Yeah, I will then hotfoot it on the neutron star superhighway, assuming I can find any neutron stars this far away from the centre of the galaxy, around, cross between spiral arms here, into this spiral arm, and then travel through this sector, visiting these 2 fleet carriers, completing all the fleet carriers in the deep space support array that were there at the time that I visited, with a possible exception of one which you may just be able to see there. But yes, some fleet carriers have disappeared from the deep space support array, and they've added some as well. So I actually went to one down here in this leg of the journey, which isn't on this map. So yeah, the deep space support array map is it's now about 18 months old, and it has changed a little bit over that time. Anyway, we are back in the game and just arriving at Star D, Planet 4A. Right, after travelling 250,000 light years, I'm going to overshoot by a little bit. Right, let me look at chat, see if anybody said anything while I gave that recap. Yeah, so yeah, I was Colonia. So yeah, I was at Colonia. Put Colonia in quotes there. Did I spell it wrong on the map or something? Yeah, so yeah, spent a month at Colonia, just to get the remaining engineers that I didn't already have. Not real much point getting the Colonia engineers. for Odyssey stuff because they can't do anything that the ones in the bubble can't do, and I don't spend enough time out there. Actually, 2 months is the most time I've spent out there. I did base myself at Colonia for my a short tour I did when I got to Exploration Elite the first time. That was back during Horizons, before frameshift drive injection. Actually, I think frameshift drive injection was around, but jump ranges was still sort of sub 50 light years, and engineering wasn't really a thing then. But yeah, I went back out to Colonia before it was called Colonia, when it was just the one space station there, and I based that tour around there. Right, let's see what we have on this planet.
Surface scan by 50%.
Right, so bacterium and fonticula. Let's go and land. So there's high concentrations in there. It looks like that'll be sort of dawn dusk, although this star doesn't look terribly bright, so not sure how much of a sunrise we'll get. So we'll try and land somewhere very flat.
Orbital flight engaged.
Just drop a little speed before we head down. Oh, is that night vision? It is. I was thinking we've got a strange blue light coming from the planet. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty dark out here. Right, we have a star there in the distance, but it's not very bright. I'd love to know what all these little lines are, whether that is just poor data or whether it's actually supposed to represent like waves. I've always assumed it's just a very shallow hill, and the data doesn't randomize it very well. Right, so we've got some. Is that bacteria there? No, I'm not sure if that's bacteria. I think that's a stone. I think this planet's going to be too dark to actually find bacteria, but we'll land here. Hopefully a little bit smoother than that. I didn't realise it was that low.
Landing gear deployed.
Right. Get the glowing SRV out because the other one's getting pretty low on fuel. Again, I could refuel it with
Low gravity warning.
synthesis, but we're not that far from a fleet carrier now, so I'll just wait and it will automatically fill itself up when we get to there.
Drive assist off.
Right, so it looks like fonticula. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, this is by far the most common plant in the galaxy. Campestis pestris amethyst. So that's the most common type and the most common colour. So I think I found, how many is it? Yeah, I found 53 of these now. Not only is it the most common, but it is by far the most common. It's almost twice as common as anything else. What's my next highest number down? 34 Stratum Pelis Emerald. And everything else is in the 20s. Oh no, Bacterium Aurus Lime is 27. Yeah, okay. Right, so yeah, in the neon paint job, SRV. That's not going to be far enough to go a bit further than that. And that sun is sort of well and truly setting now. Need to turn night vision on. Alright, these may do. These may be far enough.
Drive assist off.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Nope, too close. Although that is a really good screenshot. I like that. Let's go and stand over here. Can I get under there if I crouch? Oh, I can. Okay. All right. So let's get cameras out. All right, so the camera's in something. All right. So I want to be heading back towards the SRV in the direction I just walked from. All right. So I think that's sunset. Ah, there we go. Now, where am I? Can I get myself into the screenshot? Trying to move your avatar around when you can't actually see which way you're facing is a little bit tricky. There we go. I think that will do. Let's put a light on as well. And crouch. Right, I think I'll take that as a screenshot. Right, so print screen. And just save that. Get the name of the planet we're on. All right, so that will be added to the map soon. Right, have I actually scanned these yet? No, I couldn't, could I? Not enough genetic diversity. So back to the SRV. go to some of those that we saw over here. See if we can see any bacteria while we're on the way over. Let's put the SRV lights on full. Yeah, I think the sun's gone down too far to find bacteria.
Drive assist off.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
That was 2, wasn't it? I don't think that was a complete sample. Head for those ones over there. And keep an eye out for bacteria. Don't expect we'll be able to find any in this light, because that was actually at the sunset rather than the sunrise.
Drive assist off.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Right, yeah, so there's the galaxy from the easternmost tip. Not the easternmost, the tip of the spiral arm. Right, so I said I would go to both stars. They're at the tip of the spiral arm. This is probably the tip, but they're quite parallel with each other. So I will go to the next one, and then I will call it a day. I'll start working my way back off stream. I may do a stream when I get to the next fleet carrier. But from what I could, got out rather than boarding there. From what I could make out from the little bit of the Elite Dangerous stream earlier, update 15 has been moved back to May, and I didn't aim to get back to the bubble before update 15. So that now gives me another 2 weeks. So yeah, that's plenty of time to get back to the bubble.
Power plant capacity
So
exceeded.
what's that? It's like 5 weeks before. Again, I'm not sure when in May, but it's 5 weeks before the beginning of May. So that's plenty of time to get back to the bubble before update 15. Hopefully by then they'll have fixed the problems with the
Frameshift drive charging.
power up missions as well.
2, 1. Engage.
Right, let's plot a route to the other star, which could be the candidate for being a tip of the galaxy, which is this one over here. How far is that? So we will need to use frameshift drive injection for there. And basic should get us 87 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, the sky is very dark in that direction. I suppose it is probably the last star in that direction. So everything after that will be intergalactic. So Milky Ways and the such like. Right, okay, so we have 2 stars. Let's see how many planets we have.
Fuel scooping.
3 bodies, so there's only 1 planet.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And it's a gas giant, so we can't land on it. We can scan it though.
System scan.
It's already been mapped, so not much point in going to map it. Right, okay, so Inusuk 68, thank you very much for watching the stream. This isn't the end of the Tour of the Galaxy streams. I will be doing my trip back to the bubble, so I've still got half the galaxy to go. So, but this is the sort of the final destination, as it were. I'll probably be doing another stream soon as I head back. So yeah, hopefully see you soon. Let's see if there's anybody available to do a raid. I'm pretty sure there will be people streaming Elite Dangerous at the moment. I did see Unusual Cupcake and Malik VR were streaming earlier. I can't remember who I sent you to last time. Was it Unusual Cupcake or Malik VR? I think it was Malik VR. Let's send you to Unusual Cupcake this time. So
I don't know about Bosnian.
right. So let's do a raid, and I'll start the raid. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And for the video, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So thanks a lot. Bye bye.